I would say that I try very, very hard to be flexible with my classroom and my teaching, but there are days that I have a perfect plan in mind and it doesn't go that way, and it makes me very cranky and uptight because I've worked so hard.
I struggle with differentiation. I've got 100 kids, and some you accelerate and some you remediate, and trying to teach every child at their own level is a real difficulty, I think, for every teacher.
I never want a kid to walk out of my classroom not having felt success. And I think when they don't, or if that would happen, that's painful.
Sometimes I commute, and so I use my drive home to kind of decompress, and there's days I go home and I just will be singing, I'm like, woo, it's a good day. And then there's days that I go home and tears might be just going down my face, because it's like, God, either I didn't give it all because something was distracting me personally, or my students were not remembering the things that we've already gone over, and you just doubt yourself because you're like, how can we have just learned that 2 weeks ago and they already can't recall it, and what am I doing wrong?
I say this to my husband and my son often. If it's been a rough day or whatever, and I come home and I'm at them and everything, and then I just have to step back and say, I'm sorry you are getting left over, Glenna, today. And that is not fair. But when you give your heart and soul to 22 kids or however many are in your classroom, there's not a lot left at the end of the day, and that's tough.
Well, I am not allowed to do homework with my own children at home because they say I'm too much like a teacher and I'm not nice enough. So that doesn't speak well for me on the teaching part, so hopefully you'll cut that out.
In addition to my 3 kids that I have at home, I feel like I have 60 kids here every single day. I am attached to them in a lot of ways, and I take it personally when they succeed and when they fail.
We even talked about it the other night. You just have no idea what some of these kids are going home to. Some of the things they deal with are things that I never had to deal with as a kid. And having kids of my own, and seeing some of the things that happen to some of these kids, it's just heartbreaking.
I don't ever leave my job. I leave the walls, but when I go home, they go home with me in my heart, in my mind. I'm thinking about them, gosh, I hope things are going well at their house. I hope they have food tonight.
Sometimes I get poetry from kids that tell me they're worthless. And that's really, really hard in the classroom when you're the one that they trust and they're coming to you with this. And it's up to you just to reassure them of their self-worth.
In the bigger sense of struggle, I'm not your first person to jump in and embrace big change. And so I've been in education over 2 decades, and there's some big changes on our horizon, and that's hard for me.
You can cry, you can laugh, and you just try to stay positive and upbeat because this is a safe place for the kids, and it's some place that they love to come to, and just try to make it some place where they feel loved, because this may be the place they get love. They may not get it anywhere else, and so you may laugh with them, you may cry with them, but just so they know they're loved and they're respected, and know that somebody cares about them.
Miss Disler is just a great all-around teacher. I'm really glad that I got chosen to be in her class this year.
Miss Disler is just a teacher who's so kind, and she understands what her students are going through, and she's not harsh to them. So she can help you if you're having trouble, and she's just a really nice person, and if you want a good teacher, she's definitely the person to go to.
She has good dance moves, she's funny, beautiful, and she's just fun to be. It's just fun to be in her class.
Like, she makes everyone laugh, she's funny, and she just feels like my mom.
That was so awesome and so sweet and so true. I do have good dance moves.
I think Miss Honig is She's a nice teacher, and she loves all of us.
And she also helps us learn a lot in school, and she tells us to study on classes so we can get an A. And yeah, so she's a pretty nice teacher.
I would say she's funny. She's really fun to be around. We all look forward to the next day.
She's a great teacher, and I like her a lot.
That's why I do what I do, right there.
I was in social studies, and if it wasn't for her, I probably would have not done anything. But she was like, oh, come sit at my desk. You know, I was like, okay.
She makes me feel important, like not just another student.
She tries to connect more with the students. You know, she goofs around like the rest of us.
Miss Moss makes me feel wanted for sure. I know that she cares about me and she cares about my grades. She's not just doing this because it's her job. She does it because she likes the students and she likes the kids.
Oh, that's so nice.
She makes me feel like I can do any math problem. She explains things thoroughly, and then she explains them again until everybody understands.
She's a really cool person. I love her little kids. They're so cute. They're all just really sweet, and she just helps out a lot. She's a really caring person to all of her students.
I think Miss Mutert is a really great person. Like, she's not just one of those teachers where I have a class with her. I feel like I could go up to Miss Mutert and just have a conversation with her and help her. She can help me about like high school drama and situations. Like, she's just one of those people.
And I came in here with a terrible attitude, like I'm gonna hate it. And she came over to my table and was like, you're gonna love it. And I was like, okay. Then I gave it a few weeks and I actually like it a lot. Like, I wish she was my teacher next year too.
Okay, that was really good. I'm a little teary-eyed.
She helps you individually and makes you feel really important rather than just teaching a whole group, and she'll sit down with you and explain everything.
I think she's a very kind, caring person, compassionate, because she has a relationship with each one of her students and she knows us all.
Yay!
And you know, she kind of takes care of us a lot.
I think Miss Rose is a great person. She's very funny, and she just, I don't know, she always has a story for everything, and she just made her class twice as better, just being as close as and hands-on as she was with us.
She makes me feel like I know what I'm doing. Like, if there's ever any problem, she's the person I can go to. She makes me feel comfortable and ready to talk about anything that I don't understand.
Aw, yay!
He's fun and athletic and likes playing games with us, and
he's a good person and he teaches us a lot.
He just makes sure that we're always having fun in what we do, and he just wants us to do the best to our ability.
he makes sure that we have fun and makes sure that we're all safe.
That's good. That's good. I like that.
Wow, that was good. That makes me feel very good.
I think it's easy to get really caught up in curriculum and forget that there's something bigger happening in that classroom, and that's the personal rapport with those kids.
It is easy for your bucket to get empty. So this is nice, this is special.
I think it's normal for us to, at the end of the day, go, okay, I may have had 99 mini successes, but I've had one issue that didn't work out, and it's so easy to focus on that one issue that didn't work out and forget, okay, I did these 99 things really well.
Just the struggles that you go through from day to day between your personal issues and then the issues that they have, and just trying to be there for them. You just never know if you're making that connection with them, if you're really getting through to them. So it's nice to see that. Very heartwarming.
I need that more often. We don't hear that side as much. We hear a lot of the negative, and to hear the positive and to hear the impact it's pretty powerful. It's very powerful.